This week we're talking about things of beauty, starting in the kitchen with a chocolate cake that's so beautiful it'll make you cry. We're talking about how to choose the perfect foundation with amazing entrepreneur Bernadette Suarez from Radiessence, and we're in the final week of preparations for Mrs. New Zealand. Today we talk to the pageant organiser Anita Prasad on how she's helping women find their own beauty and preparing them to share it with the world. All this and more on Easy Living with Monique Bradley. Well, no, my heart and might, welcome to my place. I'm Monique Bradley. If we haven't met before, welcome to the kitchen. We're starting here today with my first thing of beauty. Now, if you've been following my journey on Facebook, you'll know I've lost more than 40 kilos in weight. And I thought, what are the things that make my life beautiful? Great clothes, good friends, a glass of wine occasionally, good makeup, hair that works every day. You get up and it just doesn't quit. And for me, chocolate cake. So I thought today I'm going to show you a recipe which I can do in just under 4 minutes, and it's something that will become your favorite treat and you will enjoy the beauty of how simple this is and how good it tastes. The best part about it is it's low in sugar, it's low carb, there's no flour, there's no almond meal. This could not get any easier. So to start off, the first thing you need, and by the way, if you want the recipe, it's actually on my website, www.moniquebradley.co.nz. You're gonna start, say I'm making it all from scratch today, with 2 tablespoons of delicious chocolatey cocoa. The next thing you're going to add is 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Being a bit generous there, straight in there. See, straight from the packets today, no cheating here at all, no pre-preparation. This is how easy it is. We're going to put in there 1 tablespoon of delicious cream. Love it. We're also going to add in, this is the secret to me being able to have my cake and eat it too. This is Natvia, one of my favorite products ever. I absolutely love this product. By the way, not paid to say that. This is actually a product I believe in. This is a good sugar alternative made from stevia. So it's made from plants. And seriously, this has transformed my baking. So here we go. We want about 1 tablespoon of stevia in there, Natvia. Shout out to the team from Natvia, actually. I love what you guys do. We're going to put in there a little pinch of salt because, you know, it's good for a bit of flavour contrast. Well, it's a little blow of salt from the salt container. And I do use iodized salt because, of course, we do need iodine in our diets as well. The other thing I'm going to add in here very quickly is 1 egg, just like that. And if you're freaking out because there's no flour in there, no almond meal, do not freak out, my friends, because this is so easy. Oh, Mrs. New Zealand said, wow, hello, Mrs. New Zealand. Good to see you on the stream. We're going to talk to you very shortly. Very exciting to have so many amazing guests in the studio today. And look how easy that cake is to put together. That's all your ingredients. You've got your sweetener in there. You've got your baking powder to help it rise. You've got some egg. The egg's going to help this rise as well. And the egg's actually going to make it quite spongy, and that's what's delicious about this. So good. So if you ever are in that position where, you know, it's sort of 8 o'clock and you're thinking, I want a beautiful, delicious, sweet treat. What do I want? Well, this will kind of give you that little treat, and you know it's not going to affect your waistline because there's about 170 calories in here. So a little bit more than the 100-calorie snack if you are snack size conscious, but this really delicious. When I was testing the recipe, I had to make it a few times, and I'll tell you what, it is very popular in this household because not only does it cook in around a minute, it tastes divine. So depending on your microwave, if you cook it for a minute in the microwave, depending on the strength of your microwave, it will either come out as a lava cake, so it means the center will still be a little creamy and a little liquidy. And my microwave, cooking it for 1 minute, allows it to become this beautiful, delicious sponge. I've got a ramekin here. I'm not even going to grease it. That's how quick and easy this is. I'm going to get all that lovely, delicious goodness off there. And I have to say a good morning shout out to Ian Fay who's watching, Rachel Thompson, good morning to you, Bernadette Suarez who's watching the stream as well as being in our studio later on today. Exciting to have you guys here. Hi Soxy, Annette Goumet watching from Australia. Oh, wow, there's so many of you watching today. I'm just having a look over here on my page as well. Vanessa Bennett, lovely to see you, beautiful creature. I need to get you in the studio here and talk to you about your beautiful iMagazine as well. We love to talk with empowered women here, especially empowered business women who make a difference in the world. And Vanessa, you, like me, love to share stories of beautiful things. So I really want to have you in the studio here. Right, pouring that into my ramekin. Oh, look at that. This smells amazing. And when I was testing the recipe, I thought to myself, oh my goodness, how is this going to work without any flour? This is totally different from a mug cake. If you've ever made one of those on the internet, you think, oh, do they actually work? Well, by jingos, by hokey, they do. Got my cake there. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pop it into the microwave. 1 minute. I mean, how long does it take? So here we go, over to the microwave right now. Put that on. Now, while I'm doing that, because, you know, I like to be quite organised, have to go quick. Now, I actually forgot today to put a little bit of vanilla essence in there. So, in fact, I'm going to actually put it into my cream because I do like to have a little bit of cream with cake. We're going to put in a little bit of stevia into there as well. So, by the time my cake is cooked, my cream hopefully will be ready. Now I keep my vanilla essence in this container because I accidentally broke the bottle. So there we go, about a teaspoon because I love a good vanilla cream. There we go, super easy. We're going to blend that up. And before you know it, look at this. That should be it, perfect. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I better wipe up the mess I've created on the bench here by going so fast today. Okay, I'm getting excited. I've got my knife ready in preparation. Grab my cloth. Oh, this is perfect. I just love it when I test things and I try them and they actually work. So here we go. We've got a delicious gooey mug cake. Well, it's like a mug cake. It's more like a lava cake. Yeah, Nana Rose from Oz is watching today too because we've got beautiful Brooke Huia coming up. Another thing of beauty coming up on screen today. Testing out some beautiful makeup. It's great to have you all on the stream today. Look at this. I mean, I'm only doing that as a precaution to make sure it slides out. But look, are you ready for this goodness? Oh, look at that. And it's still all gooey on the bottom, which is what we want because that's all that lava-y kind of goodness. Then we take up a little bit of cream. And look at that. Dessert made in how many minutes? I think that was about 4 minutes. How easy is that? And if you want to impress your friends, you can grab your pomegranate seeds, you can grab some berries, whiz them up, make a little berry coulis, and look at that. How simple. It could not be easier. So there's a dessert. It's low carb, it's high fat. So for those of you following the low carb, good fat, good high fat diet, you can eat this and feel good about yourself. So finally, my darlings, you can have your cake and eat it too. And that is today's thing of beauty here in the kitchen. Right, if you've got a great product or brand that might fit well in our kitchen, perhaps you are from Latvia and you want to have your brand promoted here in the kitchen, or perhaps you might work for, say, a great big establishment like Silver Fern Farms. Shout out to you guys. If you want your product demonstrated in the kitchen, that's what we do here at Easy Living with Monique Bradley. You can get in touch with us because we are always looking to share the stories of brands, products or people. You can send us an email, info@yourfix.tv. Very exciting, just checking the news feed. Great to see so many people watching here today. Shout out to you all. Oh my goodness, there's so many yum 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 comments coming through. It's lovely to see your comments. Who just said that? Let me check. Oh, Matty Blythe, Mary Whittaker. I hope I said that right. So many of you guys loving that. I know, right? It's so tasty. If you want the recipe, head to my website, moniquebradley.co.nz. So, new segment in today's show. Very excited about this. This is called Community Notice Board. I love to support amazing women who do amazing things, and especially in the lead up to Christmas, we've got a wonderful event coming up for those of you who maybe want to do a little bit of Christmas shopping. In fact, I've got a screen coming up to announce a new event. It is a focus on wellness and beauty event coming up. It's an exclusive event, so you can see the details there. This is your opportunity to go Christmas shopping, and it's happening on the 3rd of December. Now, this event is being put on by women in business, women entrepreneurs, empowered and amazing ladies who want to support other women in business as well. So you can go shopping there. It's happening at the Winchester, 24 St Benedict Street in Eden Terrace here in Auckland. You can go shopping from 10 till 4 p.m. But here's where it gets even better, because they want to support more amazing women in business as well. If you've got a great product that will go really well at a sale like that and you want to be part of the event, you can actually sign up to be a stall holder there too. So we've got a screen to show you with the contact details. So grab a pen or take a screenshot of this image, because to have a stand at the event, all you need to do is send an email to team@redcarpetball.com. Get that? team@redcarpetball.com. If you're going there to shop, it's a completely free event for you to enter. There is a small fee for stall holders, but I'll tell you what, this is going to be the place to be on the 3rd of December. So whether you want to go and shop or whether you want to go and sell, get in touch with those people right there. I will share the details of that event into my news feeds so that you can see where to go and who to talk to. All right, so that's our first community notice board happening here on Easy Living with Monique Bradley. And coming up very shortly, stick around. I have a great guest who's going to teach you how to find the perfect foundation. So if you like the look of my foundation today, I have to say a big shout out to the team at Radiessence. Seriously, you're going to find out all about it very shortly. In the meantime, a couple of weeks ago, my friend Alison Leonard, you might recognise her voice from The Breeze, popped into the studio and went through my cupboard. And she said, "Oh, Monique, I found the coolest thing ever. You've got these silicone cake moulds. Can I play with them?" And I said, "Sure." She came back, and here's what she had to say about the Creator Cake moulds. Let's take a look right now.
Have I got the thing for you? These are what you call Creator Cake, because basically, you know all that stuff in the cupboard, the 4 million tins, you open up the cupboard and everything comes out and tries to bite you? Well, you can get rid of all that, because we've got these. And basically you just join them together and you create a cake. You create the shape you want. If you're an adult, you might do naughty shapes. If you're me, you'll do a love heart or a little circle. You can do squares, you can do triangles, you can do oblongs, you can do 4-leaf clovers, you can do whatever you fancy. When the kids nag you and say, "Mum, I want this for my birthday," you can actually say, "Here you go, create a cake." Create your shape, I'll make the cake mix and do it for you. So what I've actually done, because I'm unbelievably vanilla and boring, I've made a chocolate cake, and what I did was, it's a circle, but I put like this in the centre of the cake, so I ended up with like a little ring cake. And then I've put, well, for me, I love those crispy M&Ms, so I put those in the centre, put the icing on the cake, and when you slice into it, it's like a little piñata cake, so which is kind of cool. But anyway, who in your life does the baking? Who's the person in your family? Is it Auntie Flo from Whangarei? Is she the person that does the cooking? If she does, you can walk into her house on Christmas Day with some of these. Get rid of all that metal garbage, take that down to the hospice shop. All she needs is this. She's going to love you because she's going to have more cupboard space, and she's going to be able to just create a cake to a shape. You can do numbers, birthday numbers. The kids are going to love it. Like I said before, when the kids say, "Want a cake?" you go, "Here you go. Make your own design. Mummy will make the batter." Or maybe Daddy. But anyway, there you go. It's gorgeous. It's a wonderful thing. It's changed my life. Let it change yours too.
A big shout out there and big thanks to Alison Leonard there for coming into the kitchen and sharing her domestic diva goodness. I love you, Ellie. Great to see you in the news feed as well. Now, ladies, I think one of the things we have struggled for how many years, I don't know, is how do we find the perfect foundation? So I thought I would introduce you guys to two amazing beauties here in the studio. First of all, the entrepreneur who amazes me and continues to inspire me. She is the director of brand value. Is that the right term, I hope?
Yeah, that's the name.
Perfect. This is entrepreneur Bernadette Suarez, and today representing Radiant Essence. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you. Lovely to be here.
It's lovely to have you here. And of course, you've watched our shows before. We have our beautiful model who comes in and works with us all the time. This is the gorgeous Brooke Huia. She was runner-up to Miss Universe New Zealand this year, and we are delighted to have you in the studio. Hi, Brooke.
Hello, kia ora.
It's interesting to see you without makeup. Your skin is beautiful. You're just gorgeous. So, Bernadette, when it comes to finding the perfect foundation, what should people be looking for?
So basically, as you know, it's really hard to find foundation.
Yes.
We all have had that problem. Women come to us all the time. Lots of brands have way too many shades, you know.
I've had that happen. I've gone to brands and there's 20 options and all of a sudden I'm standing there going, seriously, I don't know which one to pick. So with Radiant Essence, how do you choose the right one?
We've really made it simple. You know, it's been around for over 10 years, the brand, so it's not new. We've got a massive following. We've got an online store. So just hearing back from our customers, we've got only 4 shades.
Okay, so that's nice and easy.
To make it really easy. So we don't have, you know, the 12 shades, and yeah, it's the translucent look as well. So we've got a, you know, it's got a translucent finish. What I'm doing is, while I'm talking to you, just going to put on makeup on Brooke. Oh, cool. So this is our color correction cream, our CC cream.
Oh, is that what CC stands for?
Yeah, color correction, yeah. So, so if you can just see, even now, you just with putting on just a little, you can see how it's...
Oh, wow, it's evening up the skin tone.
It's evening out the skin tone. All our makeup, the Radiant Essence makeup, has an SPF factor in it.
Yes.
So it's got an SPF 30 in the color correction cream. Foundation's got an SPF 30 in it as well.
Which is so important, especially when we're heading, you know, we're heading outside all the time in New Zealand. Sun is so harsh.
That's right. And that's why we've got a big following with Australian and New Zealand customers, because the biggest cause of aging is really the sun. You know?
Right,
so,
gotcha.
Yeah.
So I've noticed, because I'm wearing the foundation myself, so I've been testing the foundation for the last couple of days to see if it really does work. And the first thing I noticed, Bernadette, is I've used some very high-end brands, which are quite expensive. Why does this feel so nice on my skin? It hasn't dried out my skin. It's given me that kind of glowy, dewy finish. What is the difference in the makeup of this product which makes it feel so nice?
So the biggest trick and the key to our product is, you know, obviously we've achieved a translucent finish. So even though it gives you the coverage, it's got the SPF factor, it acts as a concealer, but that translucent look, so whatever color that you have underneath, actually in the end shows through. So you can see with Brooke, I've just put on just a very little dash. Now she's young. So I suggest to young people with young skin to just, you know, don't go crazy with the makeup. Yeah. That would last her a good 5 or 6 months. So are
you for real?
Because I know. Yeah, exactly. And you can see the differences made from one side to the other.
Absolutely.
Wow. Yeah.
I've noticed even with me, so I've got the same shade of foundation on today as Brooke's got on. And I noticed for me, because I've really struggled with pigmentation and have quite large pigmentation patches on my skin, it's still managed to cover the pigmentation patches. And for the areas that have been really dark, all I've done is taken my sponge and actually just added a little bit extra coverage over top of my pigmentation. So whether you're wanting to wear it to work and you just want a light coverage, or you're like me and you're on camera all the time, adjusting the level of the coverage gives you the level of cover you need. Is that the way it works?
That's right, yeah. So what I suggest, say for someone like Brooke, if you just want to cover, you know, just parts of your face, you don't actually have to have the full coverage. Especially when you've got younger skin and you don't have things to cover. If you've got, you know, a bit of pigmentation issues, you know, any sort of issues that you want to cover up on your face, absolutely put on a little bit more there. So
wow,
just give you that extra coverage. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Now remember too, we are here in the, we're live right now, so whether you're on the Radiessence page, whether you are on my official page, YourFixTV, or over on my personal page, send us your questions through because we love to hear from you. I know Brooke's very proud mum. She just said, gorgeous love goes round necklace on Brooke today as well. That's from our friends at Fabulez who support the show. Amazing coverage on Brooke. Now, I know, Brooke, you've worked with a variety of brands.
Yes.
So how does that feel on your skin?
Real light.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
The coverage is lovely, Bernadette. Now, when we spoke about the product on the phone, you mentioned that this product has, is it beeswax in there?
Yeah, so we've got, so you get like different types of makeup, obviously. You've got a water base, an oil base, but we've stuck with a wax base. So a wax base means it goes on really easy.
That's what I've noticed.
It's got that lovely dewy finish. So you cannot get a dewy finish with a water base. So if you go out with a water base with the sun or with your perspiration.
Or you cry.
Yeah, it's not going to last. The same with an oil base, you know, your oils on your skin will interact with it at some stage in the day and it's not going to last really long. So the best thing for a really nice, easy finish and a nice dewy finish is a wax base.
Yeah, and what I've noticed too is I'll put it on in the morning and it lasts the entire day.
That's right.
Because it just seems, I think with the wax in there, it just seems to hold in place. And what I love too is that my skin feels really hydrated with it. So it feels really light to touch and I don't end up with a greasy oil slick on my face like other foundations I've tried to.
And the amazing thing is that it just, you know, looks natural. So what most people want out of a makeup is to not have that heavy caked on look. You don't see the lines, you know, anywhere on the face. And, you know, you can see with Brooke's skin, I've put on just a little bit. You know, within 5-10 minutes, you can be out of the door looking like you. Yeah. So what I'm doing is just highlighting her cheekbones, a bit of eyelids with Ash bronzer. So that's another trick. If your shade is not perfectly exactly right, obviously bring one shade lighter, but highlight it with our bronzer so you can get your color up.
Oh, that's a great idea, and that creates more shape and
That's right.
that contour to the face.
That's
so
right.
you don't end up with that white kind of pan-faced, moon-faced clown kind of you know, two-dimensional look. Suddenly you've actually got a face that has a bit of shape. And that's what I found with, say, pancake makeups before, is they end up making you look quite washed out, whereas at least by mixing that bronzer in there, you are adding some shape to the face there. That's beautiful.
So you can see I've just given her a little bit of color. You would tend to just bring it down a little bit more on the neckline. So, you know, you're just, yeah. It's just given her that little, you know, added color and that added look, and
That's so good.
yeah, really nice sun-kissed.
Oh, look at you. You look beautiful. So what I love about this is the foundation. So you've got a great cream foundation in there, which I just think is beautiful. You've got your bronzer in there, which you can use as a contour. You can use it under the chin, obviously, as well. You can use it for an eyeshadow. I've seen in videos that you can put it onto your lips and then put a gloss over top. So it's a lip colour, which is just fantastic. Oh, there you go. You can see into the kitchen there as well, but those are the products we're using today. It's kind of like a capsule wardrobe for your makeup kit.
That's right.
Because once you have these couple of base products, it's not like you need one of those big kits that has all the, you know, all the different camouflaging colours or the green corrective creams. You don't need that.
You don't need all that.
You just need a good foundation and your bronzer, and you're away laughing, really.
So we've got a body bronzer, which is great if you just want to do your arms and legs. So,
your
you know, to look good. Yeah, but also great if you do want to highlight a little bit of your face, say in the evening, to change your look for the day and the evening. Yeah, so I would just, you know.
So this is have a bit more sparkle in it?
Yeah, just a little bit of sparkle in it rather than, just being, you know, quite.
Oh, beautiful. Look at that. That is awesome. Oh, comments coming through. Wowzers, love it. Oh, hello, Joanne Cotton, who's watching today as well. Maddie Blythe, you look lovely, Brooke. There you go. We love it when people comment.
So,
awesome to see you. Oh, Leon and Tammy is watching. Linus Maxwell, Marama Harding. Good to see you all on the stream. Jenny Robertson watching from Australia as well. Well, look at you. You are a gorgeous goddess, Brooke. I love that. How does it feel on your skin?
Nice.
It is nice, eh?
So heavy, it feels nice and light and soft.
Now you're actually a qualified makeup artist as well, Brooke. So I know you're working with a variety of different products. How does this product work with you quality-wise on your skin? I'm putting you right.
Yes.
I'm testing you right now. How does it work as a product on your skin?
Feels nice. So if I look down at the monitor over there, it looks really, really good as it covers a lot, and you didn't even
I
use
didn't put
much.
it, yeah,
Didn't even
exactly.
use
So
much.
if I was obviously dressing up for a photo shoot or something else, I would have taken a bit longer, done a bit more coverage. You know, this is just if you were getting out of the door in 5 minutes.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
I
really
love it.
cool. So this is a product that professional makeup artists also keep in their makeup kit. And that's something you guys need to know, because this will save you time. The best part that I love about this as well is it will save you money. I have bought products that don't deliver as well as Radiessence, and I've paid 2 to 3 times the amount for one foundation. You can find out the details on the brand value website. In fact, I'll show you the details right now. We'll even show you the price point that you can buy it for online. We've got that screen coming up right now. So Radiessence is available on brandvaluestore.com. Now you see the price point there is amazing. $43.39, excluding gist
That's
there.
excluding just.
Look, that's incredible value. You've got your 4 shades. You're either going to be quite pale there at the top, like a very light ivory colour. Brooke and I both use the same shade, which is shade number 2 there. That's your medium. If you do have slightly olivey skin, more olivey than I am, you want to go for that natural tan. Or if you are darker skinned, you want to go for the beautiful dark colour there, that's 04 at the bottom. You can buy that online. And do remember too that this is a product that will last you, like if you're using it all the time like I am, at least 3 to 4 months.
That's right.
That's incredible value. And the best bit, once you've used it, you buy a refill.
Yeah.
And how much is I know, right? How much is the
So
refill?
the refill including just is $34.90. So you can't get much further. Yeah,
Getting
wrong.
the goosies.
So we manufacture in New Zealand. We manufacture in New Zealand, use quality ingredients, just huge benefits. So we actually control what goes in. We know exactly what goes in, and yeah. So
And I think that's really important, because I know all the people who follow our shows, they want to know that what they're putting into their body or onto their skin is not going to hurt their health.
That's
They
right.
want quality products. And that's why I really wanted to share this demonstration with you guys as well. It's easy. You don't have to go in there and try into a store and try 20 colours. There are 4 colours, and you can adapt that using a little bit of bronzer or a little bit of highlighter to make it the perfect shade for you. And look at that flawless finish. Get you, Brooke, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, Bernadette, I love what you do. I love that you're an amazing entrepreneur. I've followed your brand story. I know you've done a lot of work to support women in business and to support charities. And I love your product. Are there any final thoughts you'd love to share with our audience before we finish up with the segment today?
I just love them to enjoy our products, to go on our store, have a look around. Next time when I'm here, I'd love to talk to you more about the tanning. So
I'm so excited about that.
So yeah,
Bernadette.
and the exciting thing is like the tanning as well. You know how sometimes people tan and they look like a different shade?
Yes.
We have our tones are the same right throughout our makeup and tanning. So you actually end up with one sort of tone, not with 2 different tones. So you look like you're totally made up. So
This is genius.
So that's the exciting part of our tanning as well. It's like the technology involved in it, and it's also biotanning. So a lot of natural ingredients in our tanning, and yeah, just a lovely, great tan look. So.
And what I'm really excited about with the tanning solutions is that there are tanning wipes, my friend, that you wipe on your skin and you are ready to go out the door. We're going to show you that in the next few weeks, and they're products that you can go and have a look at right now. If you head to the web store, brandvaluestore.com, all of the information is right there. You can also buy online. So while we've got one product on the screen there, there's a huge selection of products, including the most amazing waxing solution that you can use in your own home. You'll never have to leave home and you'll still look beautiful. So that's fantastic news. Take a look at the website and let me know if you try the product. Send me a message and let me know your thoughts, because we love to hear from you. Bernadette, thank you so much for coming into the studio.
Thank you so much. Nice to be here.
And I love what you've done with Brooke's skin. She looks so natural. She looks photo ready. Yeah. Thank you, Brooke, as well.
Thank you.
All right, we have another great interview coming up for you very shortly. If you watched our show last week, you'll know we were talking to some of the contestants who are part of Mrs. New Zealand, which is happening this Saturday. We've got a big update. We've got the pageant coordinator coming up very shortly to update you on the big event. event that's happening this Saturday night. In the meantime, I want to say a big shout out to the people who have helped me on my health journey, and I want to share with you some information. This is some info on the people at My Remedy Health Clinic here in Auckland. You need to know what they do, because if you're feeling less than fabulous, it's time to turn yourself into a thing of beauty. Naturopathy may be the answer. Let's take a look. Have you ever considered that symptoms are often the outward sign of something deeper and can just be the body's way of saying, help me? The great news is that even small changes from the inside out can affect your whole health outcome. So, are you ready to make positive changes? The team at My Remedy work with you to find solutions for optimal health and can help you with many health challenges. Their team of qualified and registered naturopaths are there to help with any health condition: gut health, skin conditions, adrenal fatigue and immune health, cardiovascular and men's health, and nutritional health. At My Remedy, they also have a registered homeopath and hypnotherapist who are there to help with the deepest challenges to your health, your beliefs, your fears, your habits and behaviours. So if you're ready to create better health for you and your family, try a different approach. Visit myremedy.co.nz or give them a call on 09486 2175. My Remedy. It's your remedy. Well, I've just seen a huge amount of amazing comments come through in the news feed. Sorry, I haven't had a chance to chat with you guys so far, but you can see we've had so many beautiful people in the studio. Firstly, Matty Blythe, you've asked, where do we get the cake moulds from? You can buy those from guidetobettershopping.com. I'll post the link into the chat feed after the show today. And also a message came in from Tracy Marie Huia, who said, Bernadette Suarez, thank you so much for donating product to support the Burns Support charity function recently. She is very grateful for your support, and that's Bernadette out there supporting amazing charities and women in business. So now it's time to turn our attention to this gorgeous creature who's in the studio. If you watched our show last week, you'll know we had beautiful ladies from Mrs. New Zealand. We had Karen, we had Tammy, and we had Shalala talking about what it's like to be part of the Mrs. New Zealand pageant. And now we have pageant director. This is Anita Prasad. Hi, Anita.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
I'm good. I just came from Melbourne just last night and today here in the studio supporting the Mrs. New Zealand and the team itself. So totally excited about the event and how the contestants are working and like they are putting their 100% into the event.
Isn't it amazing?
Yes,
it is amazing.
Oh my God. Like since the time I met them, like I have been communicating with them, and as of today, they were on a 2 months of boot camp.
Yep.
So
2 months of boot camp.
Yes, yes. So
that's a lot of boot camp.
It is a boot camp about them teaching on how to do their catwalk, their poses, their posture, building in confidence and public speaking, presentation.
Beautiful.
And it is like, when it comes to a beauty pageant, when the ladies, they're walking with their heels, pretty much all of the heels are not suitable for the pageant.
That's right. You've got to find the right shoes that help them walk and stand upright properly, because that affects their posture as well, right?
Exactly. And even the type of the outfit they wear, it is like pretty much you have to be confident in what you're wearing, what suits you, and what actually looks good on your figure.
Perfect.
So that is something very important to know about. And apart from that, they have been doing a lot of charity, and we are in supporting.
They've been doing a heap of charity work. I've been following it all in social media. But first of all, before we even delve into the pageant, Anita, how did you get involved with Mrs. New Zealand?
I myself, coming from by profession, I'm an accountant. And,
oh wow!
And passion has always been into a beauty pageants and fashion shows and music. So pretty much what I did was that in year 2012, I entered into a beauty pageant and I represented NZ in a beauty pageant called Miss United Nations Tourism, which was held in Kingston, Jamaica.
Oh, wow. So, that's incredible.
Yeah, actually it was such a beautiful journey. I learned a lot from that. I competed with 22 nations and I came home with 2 titles. First one was People's Choice Ambassador, and second one was the Best Personality Award.
Oh, wow.
So that pretty much inspired me. Like, I learned a lot from that beauty pageant, like in terms of how you should be talking to people, how you should be presenting yourself, what you wear. Like, as per previously, we're talking to Brooke and Benedict in terms of the beauty foundation and stuff.
Yes.
So pretty much that is something very important and very handy. That's what we have been told about. So a beauty queen always glam themselves, but not only your looks, it is your performance. It is how or who you are, how you present yourself, how you carry yourself as a gorgeous woman in terms of how you speak, how you approach to people. And on top of that, you must have a beautiful soul. So I'm looking...
And that's what I think I love about this, is that the women that came in, each of them had such a different story and such a beautiful heart. And in fact, Rangi Barnett, I have to do a shout out for you as well. She was actually the one who organised for the women to come into the studio and has been so supportive of all the other competitors. Are you finding that, and this is something the other competitors said, is they all support each other so much. It's different from any other pageant.
Yeah, that is the main thing within Mrs. New Zealand, and that is something that I have developed as our culture, as our Mrs. New Zealand culture. It is like we all help each other, support each other, because at the end of the day, we all are women. We are treating our contestants as our own family members. So it is like every year, all the contestants, what I do, I just do a reunion whereby they talk to each other, make friends with each other, and they support each other. So it is like currently all these contestants and the previous year's contestants, they're still helping each other, deciding on what they're gonna wear, what looks good on them, what don't look good on them. So it's totally different. So our main motive is to be out there, support our ladies. It's not about like a full competition. So whoever wins the event will be representing New Zealand in Mrs. Universe, which is going to be held next year in July, but they haven't decided on the country yet. So it is going to be out in January. So the reason why I run this pageant in November, so that we have got ample time to prepare our contents.
Because it is such a big journey as well. I mean, I've worked alongside many pageant contestants. I worked with Deborah Lambie, who was Miss World New Zealand, who did really well, worked with her on her media. I've worked with Tanya, who was Miss Universe New Zealand last year, big supporter of her as well. Worked with Brooke this year. I know that a lot of work goes into there, but I know, and I really want to ask you about this, there is a lot of negativity in New Zealand about pageantry. I know around the world, it's like in the Philippines, people love it. America, they're crazy over it. How do you deal with the stigma of what goes on, what people perceive pageants to be about? Because they think, and I talked about this with the ladies last week, they think that it's a whole bunch of women standing up there full of themselves and that they all love themselves and they've got no brains.
I'm actually laughing at it.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, seriously, I'm laughing at it. The reason being, our culture at Mrs. New Zealand is totally different. And even you will witness yourself, you're not going to be there in the event.
That's right.
It is totally different. There is competition, yes, because at the end of the day, every contestant, as soon as they go on the stage, they're presenting themselves.
And there can only be one winner, right?
Yes, exactly. So what will happen is that they all have something unique in them that makes them a special person. And that uniqueness in every individual, I call it as their brand signature. Whatever they do.
Their brand signature. I think that's a really important thing to define. Fantastic.
It is like we all are human. We all have got different ways, our attitudes, and look into the size, height, everything, right? So it is like when they go on the stage, what they present, like everybody is taught everything exactly the same. Same catwalk, same level of talking, same level of speech, everything is exactly the same. It's just that a different outfit makes a person looks different compared to another person. So basically when they will be walking, they are judged on their presentation, their confidence, their engagement to the public, how they talk to the public, and like all the beauty pageant manners. For example, in year 2012, when I was for this United Nations pageant, when I was in America, I was taught some beautiful beauty pageant tips. Firstly, when you're sitting in any of a pageant, you have to be like in a professional way, not like this.
Of course, yeah.
You have to be like this with the hands on, chest
Yes,
up.
of course.
So all these are the beautiful tips or things that the judges will be looking at.
Right.
So that makes a person look different from another one.
Of course. So that helps them identify their uniqueness. However, with the press and the media and the attitudes towards pageantry, how do you help somebody override that? Because of course, and I've been in media for 20 odd years, how do you teach them to overcome the negativity and the trolls?
My main aim and my goal is always has been to turn every negativity into positive.
Okay.
People, they talk about critics, right? So,
and there's a lot of them, especially when it comes to pageants.
Yes. So my understanding is that even when I joined, I would say I never looked good. I was double the size as what I am right now.
Wow.
It is like within last 7 years, I have changed a lot in my perception. So from where I see, it is about when people criticize you or say something, oh, she's not good, she's not right, you don't react. The thing is, take it as a positive feedback because that will help you change
To improve?
and improve.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's what Mrs. New Zealand is all about. So I have already told all of my contestants, be positive. Turn every negativity into positive.
I love that. I love that.
So,
That's beautiful. A great
so
tip.
it is like any feedback that you get, it is like use that to change yourself, to improve yourself. Nobody is competing with no one because there's a saying, you know, like that flowers, they bloom beside each other without any competition, right? So pretty much that's what we are talking about. We are helping each other, we are growing, and then we are not like taking negative feedbacks. We are taking it, but in a good way.
Perfect, perfect. Now, there's some really important things you need to know about Mrs. New Zealand. Those women work their butts off to raise money for charity. So I know recently they've been raising money for the Breast Cancer Foundation New Zealand, which is amazing, a charity I also support. And one of the other things they do on the international stage is they all say no to violence. Violence of any kind, violence against children, domestic violence, anything to do with violence. That's really the big platform behind Mrs. New Zealand and Mrs. Universe as well.
Yes, exactly.
And how do the women work to get that message out there? What have they been doing?
The main thing that we have been currently focusing on is our NZ Breast Cancer Foundation fundraising, and we're having our grand fundraising event tomorrow at Grasshopper Restaurant at 6:30 p.m.
Great.
So there are people who have already messaged us on Mrs. NZ and have reserved for their seating, and the response that we are getting from people out there who are helping us in order to fundraise for this event is very, very, we are having a good response, and I'm totally loving it. And the thing is that when it comes to violence, we will be definitely going to run a campaign. I will be talking to the contestants this evening and tomorrow. We'll be coming up with a campaign whereby we could go against the violences that are happening, and we'll be out there support and give awareness and counsel. So the thing is that if any of the contestants or any of the women out there, if you're facing any problems, any issues, any personal issues, you can always contact me or Mrs. New Zealand or even any of the contestants. They all are there to help you, listen to you, understand you, and support you. That is what Mrs. New Zealand is all about. Remember, we are not competing with anyone. Our goal is to turn every negativity into positivity. We are there to support you. We are there to help you. We are there to listen to you. So if you are, or if you need us, do approach us.
Oh, I love that, Anita. Thank you so much. Now, if you want to find out more about Mrs. New Zealand, you can by heading to their Facebook page. We've got the screen coming up for you right now. Look, right there. Such a cool profile photo of the current Mrs. New Zealand.
And she will be flying to Las Vegas next year, July, to represent NZ in Mrs. Earth. And she will be competing against, I think, 56 countries, like in total of everyone.
That's incredible.
And I will be traveling with her, and I'm very, very excited myself as well as Candy. And
so cool.
The good thing is that, like, she has been working hard. She has been maintaining her diet. She has been going to the gym, like, every time.
I love it, because it takes a lot of dedication to be a beauty queen.
So it is like, that, as I mentioned before, we do this event in November so that we have got ample time to prepare our queen so that she's prepared and then she can fly off.
Excellent. Now, you notice on that Facebook page too, there was a header on the top of the Facebook page which talks about their big event coming up on Saturday night. It's the Mrs. New Zealand. It's the big final night happening here in Auckland. It's on 25th of November and there are still tickets available. You can actually contact them directly through the Mrs. New Zealand page. And remember, proceeds from this event go towards Breast Cancer Foundation. And of course, our winner from this event then goes onto the international stage to help say no to violence. So if you want to do something good that will help these women all bloom together and help take those incredible messages to the international stage, you need to be with us. I'm really excited about being there, Anita, and I want to thank you for all the great work you're doing to support these women.
Yes.
Now, if somebody's interested in being part of the pageant in the future, it's age range 25 to 45?
55.
To 55.
And
shout out Rachel Thompson. I told you you can enter next year.
And the other thing is that not only Mrs. or engaged or a lady who is in a partnership, we have got a special categories for the women who are engaged or separated, who are divorced, who are widow or single mom. So we are there for all of you. So the categories are married, engaged, in partnership. If you are separated, if you are widow, if you are divorced, or if you are a single mom, yes, we are out there to be part of our event.
That is so cool. I keep getting the goosies just talking about it. Well, if you've followed me, you'll know I'm a big supporter of pageants because I personally understand that it's not just making someone look pretty on stage, it's helping them find their voice. And that's what YourFixTV show or company is all about. So Anita, thank you so much. I'll share more details on how you can be involved with the pageant in the future in the newsfeed. But you know what? It's almost time for us to go. So I have to say a big thank you to so many people. First of all, I want to say thank you to you guys for watching. I love you guys. Also, a big thank you to Bernadette from Radi Essence and Brand Value for coming on. I'm just going to check the newsfeed as well. Coming on today to tell us how we can find the perfect shade of foundation. A big shout out also to beautiful Miss Brooke Huia, who comes and helps us out all the time on screen. She's a beautiful brand ambassador for so many brands. And also, I want to thank all the people who support the show. So let's take a look at that screen right now. Thank you, Kathy Organics. I love you guys for making my skin so pretty. Romina from Argentina for ripping off my mustache every couple of weeks. To Fabulous Vu for my gorgeous, gorgeous jewellery. OBR Merino for my pretty dress I'm wearing today. Evelyn Rose Lashes for my Purity Peepers. And of course, to Bernadette from Radi Essence for my beautiful foundation today. And we want to hear from you. We want to know, what do you want to learn about as well? Do you maybe want to find out how to find the perfect size jeans? Do you want to hear from some great chefs who have fast and furiously easy recipes that will save you time in the kitchen? Let us know what you want to see. And also, if you've got a brand or product and you want advertising or promotion, that's what we do here at YourFixTV. Send me an email, info@yourfix.tv, and I'd love to help you out. All right, time to go now. Thanks so much for joining us. And remember, be careful out there. 98% of people are caused by accident. Love you guys. See you next time.
Thank you.